What is going on, everyone? My name is Stephen, and um, this is a video in which I'll be showing you how to uh, stream data using Spark Streaming from a Kafka. So I'll be using Kafka as my uh, a source where I'll be streaming the data from. So I already started my Zookeeper and Kafka server, so those two are already running. If you haven't started yours yet, you can go ahead and do that. So I'll be using Kafka console producer. So basically, I'll be writing the data that I need to stream onto the Kafka console producer. So I already created a topic. So my topic name is Kafka Spark Streaming, as you can see here. So this, if you haven't created your topic, this is the code you have to use to create the topic. So it's yeah, so this is just all the code that you need to create your topic. And so once you created your topic, you can use this code to basically go into the producer cell and start producing your data into the topic, or start sending your data into the topic. So so if I click, let's yeah, so if I click, if I press enter now, my producer should be ready. I think there's a mistake in there. Okay, yeah, no, sorry, this is the code you have to write to basically use producer, console producer. So it's Kafka console producer.sh. Then your topic name, topic is Spark streaming, and we have to use broker list, and after that we need to specify our localhost ports, localhost and port number. This is 9092. So I think this one should work. So Kafka console producer, what am I saying? Kafka console producer.sa topic Spark streaming broker list localhost 9092. So that should work. Yeah, that is working. So the second thing I need to show you is to make sure that you are getting data when you write data, to make sure you are consuming the data from the topic, right? So you have to use Kafka console consumer yeah, to see the data. So you have to go to first of all, you to use the code I'm using, you have to cd into your Kafka directory. That's where you will find the bin folder, and inside your bin folder you have a Kafka I think Kafka console consumer consumer.sh file. That is the one that we that's the one that you will use to basically to access your consumer, basically, and that way consume the data from your topic. So Kafka console, made a mistake here. Kafka console consumer.sh. Then what you need to write next is your topic name. Your topic name, my topic name is Spark Streaming, and you want to read the data from beginning here, so you have to write from beginning, and so the next thing is specify your we're going to use bootstrap server, bootstrap server then specify the local, the host, which is localhost in my case, and the port number is 992. So I think that's the, yeah. I think I made a mistake. Kafka. Oh yeah, it should be hyphen instead of dots. Please, you have to pay attention to what you write, otherwise. Yeah, that should be it. So it should, I'll put all the, yeah, I've got some data in my topic before, so it's now reading all the data in that topic. So if I put a new data into my producer right now, it will stream that data. But right now, what I need to do is go to create a new project. So for this tutorial, I'll be using Scala. So I've got Intellij Idea downloaded, and that's what I'll be using as my text editor. So if I open it, I need to create a new project. So you go to project, and so I'll be using a build tool called SPT, and I've got a Scala plugin installed, and so click next, and now it's so the name of my project is going to be, I'll give it structured streaming. That should be fine. And I want to use Scala version 2.11. I'll use 2.11.12. That should be fine. If you want, you can specify the package prefix, but I'm not going to do that here. So I'll press finish on it, and then so I want to open it in a new window. So the external library here, these are just a few external libraries you've got. So I've got like Java here, so that one is there. You have to make sure you have Java, but the main thing that you need to do here in order to create a Spark Streaming application is you have to get some dependency. So I will go to Maven repository. So if you just type Maven repository, so that's Spark Streaming Kafka and Spark SQL Kafka. So everything's there. So there is a way of making this code look neater. So I'm just going to write val dependency is equal to SQL, and I just copy and paste inside it. Okay, and that is Spark instead of Spark SQL, Spark instead of Spark or Spark SQL. If you want to copy and paste, you can copy everything and paste it. But I think it's gonna get in my house. And yeah, that's for Spark Streaming. And the next one is for Spark Kafka Streaming. So that is Spark Kafka Streaming, and the next one is Spark Streaming Kafka. Okay, the next one is Spark SQL Kafka. So we copy and paste that one. I think it's all I've got about 5 dependencies. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So to make things easier, so people can know that this is a Spark version, I'm just going to create a Spark version variable. But Spark version equal to 2.3.2. So I just put replace this one with Spark version. Spark version. Spark version. Spark version. Spark version. So I'm just going to get rid of this text on the provided. Okay, here to make sure there is comma there. Okay, so where's the error coming from now? Okay, here. Okay, so I've got Spark Core, Spark SQL, Spark Streaming, Kafka, and Spark SQL Kafka. So those are the dependencies I need. So what I need to do now is use library dependency. Equal to plus equal to dependencies. Okay. Yeah. I think it looks better now. Just need to get rid of these ones. Okay. So what I need to do now is just refresh this one. Refresh and make sure that all the dependencies are imported into this external libraries. So I'll be getting more dependencies. The one I've got there is the SPT Scala library, and that's the JDK 1.8.0. But I'll be getting more soon. So what I want to do, while those dependencies are being imported, I'll go ahead and go into my SLC directory, into main and Scala, and I'll be creating a new Scala class. The name is going to be, what name can I give? Let me give it Spark Streaming, and I'll be creating objects. Okay, press enter. So, and what I want to do is extend app, so that I can use the main method certify. So I'm just waiting. Okay, all the libraries are imported, I think. So now you can see there are more than 4 libraries. So we got new one, right? So we got all these ones here. So those are the libraries we need. So the next thing now is to create a Spark session via Spark equal to Spark. So you have to import the Spark session, but I configure my Intellij Idea to automatically import them when I write them. When I write the libraries that I need. So in this case, I need Spark session issue. Yeah. So now you can see it's automatically imported. Builder dots. So I need to first of all write a conf Spark conf yeah, I think I'm forgetting this. Let me have a look at the previous code I wrote. So if I go up, I should be able to see how I write the conf. No, that is a different one. So okay, I need to specify new keyword and my app name, blah blah blah. Okay, so so I need to new Spark conf dots. I need to set the app name. Any name. I'll give it Spark. Spark structs or Spark Kafka streaming. Any name that you want, and I want to set some configuration like so if I want to if there is error, I want to make sure that the stream is stopped gracefully. I think the code is Spark. I'm forgetting the code. I'll stop. I have to have a look at it again, or just copy and paste it. Spark.streaming stop gracefully shut down equal to true. So yeah, that is it. So set app name, the app name, and the like graceful shutdown, something like that. So I want to master the master. I want to give a local of 2 nodes. 2 nodes, that should be fine. And let's get operate. Yeah, that should be fine. Also I need to specify the config. Okay, that's good. So next thing is I need to stream the data. So val df equal to Spark. First of all, let me import my Spark and use it. import Spark dot implicit. So I want to import all the functions in that implicit. So the next thing is basically stream the data dot read the stream, basically read stream, and the format is going to be Kafka, because that is my data source where I'll be streaming the data from. And the next thing is I need to specify the option, and I'll put Kafka. The server is bootstrap, Kafka.bootstrap. So the servers, it's the host is localhost, and the port is 9092. And I'll subscribe to the topic dot option, subscribe. The topic name is Spark Streaming, and next thing is I want to read the data from the beginning. So I want to read the data inside that topic from the beginning, like the previous data and the new data. So everything inside that topic. That would be starting starting offset, starting string offset. I think that is it. And so I'll give it earliest because I want to read it from the beginning. So let me check what I've done. Starting offset, not starting string offset. I don't know what. I may be off, but I'll power through. So yeah, starting offset earliest. Now I want to load the data. So load. So right now, if I write the stream, let me see, write stream. So I'll just use df.writeStream. The format is I want to write it on the console. That's the format is console. And what options do I give? Yeah, let me give truncate option. Truncate. I think it's true by default, but you can leave it or give it. So I want to start the stream, and I want to await upon termination. So yeah, our termination. So first of all, I want to print the schema. Okay, df.print schema. Okay, I can now start the stream, and you will see what output I'll get. So if I run the code now, run Spark Streaming. So it's building the application, and so it will take a bit of time. So after the build, it should be able to run the streaming. Okay, if everything goes well, yeah, everything goes well. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna wait a bit. Okay, I think there is error somewhere. Just need to. Okay. Fail to find data source. Please find packages. Okay. Fail to class not found. Data source. Oh yeah, I put source instead of Kafka, so the Kafka should go there instead of source. So I'll run it again. Yeah. There is no way you can avoid mistake. You just have to debug and find out where the mistake is coming from. So it should print a schema, and yeah, that's the schema. Okay, and okay, yeah, that's what I need. Okay, yeah, and this one. So as you can see here, it's printed a schema on the screen on the console, right? So as you can see, the key is binary, the value is binary, topic, partition. Partition is integer, so we specify one partition, no as Spark Streaming, and offset is not. So our main focus here is value, because that is where our data is. So it's in binary format right now, so what you need to do is convert it to a string format, and in order to do that we have to use the Spark select express transformation method. So this is what you do. I'm going to define a variable called string df equal to df dot select express. So you have to cast the value, which is this one, as string. So you have to use cast value as string. Okay, and so yeah, I think that's it. Oh, but the next thing is use this as a string. So use that one. So if you output the, so instead of df, now use a string df. Try to stream the string df and see what the result will be on the console. So I'll start the stream again. So you just have to wait for it to finish the building. And okay, bring the schema, and I need to see the string df. Okay, so you can see the value here. So we've casted it as string, but the value has nothing in it, right? So what you need to do is you have to create a schema for the data that you are streaming. So that will be, you have to create a new schema, for example. So this is the data we are streaming, right? So you have to specify the schema of the data. So you have to create a column of ID, text, creator art, followers count, screen name, and favorite count. So, and in order to do that, so file, you have to define a data schema, and I'll be using the struct type, struct type, and I'll be using dot add, and the column name, the first one is ID, and the type is long type, because that is a very big ID, or a very long ID. So you have to make sure you import all this. Enter. So you have to make sure you import org or Apache, those specific types. You have to import no type and all the types, and as well as string type. Okay, the next thing is dot add text, and the type is string type. Yeah, string type. And I think the next one is okay. I'll have them, or the data type here. I'll just copy and paste it. Make the schema. So created that. So I'll just copy and paste them here. Yeah, to import all the types. Okay, and what am I getting here? That. Overloaded. String type. Okay. Okay. This is not the one I want. Should be fine. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So the next thing is to create a new data frame. I'll call it tweet data frame df, which is going to be I'm going to use the with column transformation method. So use because this is the data frame I converted to string. I casted a string, so I use string df dot with column, and I think you have to use with column, and the column name I want to use value, and also you have to use another transformation method which is called from JSON, because you want to represent the data as JSON, right? So you have to use from JSON. From JSON, and I think you have to import from JSON as well. And yeah, Spark that function. Yeah. Okay. So we want to. This is the column name we want to deal with. So I'll put value there. Value, and the schema also you have to make sure you import code. So let me show you. So this is, you have to use import org.apache.spark.sql.functions, then import the code, and then from JSON as well. And for different types, you have to import the integer type, non type, string type, and struct type as well. So so inside it from JSON, the second argument will be the data schema, the one we defined here, which is this one. So you can copy and paste it or type it, data schema. So I think that is it. So what I want to do is I try to write the tweet.df to the console, so you see what it looks like. Tweet.df. Okay, I stop the screen, the stream, and I'll start it again. So you can check your Spark job on the Spark web UI. Okay. I think you can check the log on the console to see the port where your Spark job can be accessed. In my case, it's usually localhost 4040. I think that is probably the default localhost for Spark job. It's a bit slow because there are a lot of things I'm running. So this is basically my Spark jobs. Okay, let me go back to my Intellij Idea. So as you can see, our streaming has started, and we've got the first the value. It's got nothing. It's got nothing at the moment. Okay. The performance constant. Okay. I need to specify the output mode. In my case, I'm going to put update as my output mode. I think that's why I wasn't getting some data. So I'll run it again. Okay. Start Spark Streaming, Scala 43. Let me see the event timeline. So this is my executor driver, and this is the job ID. 5 seconds. Okay. Let me go back. I think it's finished. Just going to see the first batch. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, so what I want to do right now is use select and its transformation method to select the value column. So it's going to be value dot asterisk. So what I'm doing here is basically selecting the ID, the text created at screen name, followers count, favorite count, and so on. So that's what that one is doing. So if I if I run the job again, I should be able to get the value of the data. Yeah, I think I made a mistake here. It should be starting offset, not start offset. Yeah, it's starting offset. So I have to stop the streaming, otherwise there's nothing up here. Okay, I run it again. Let me just close down. Okay, so that is printing the schema, and let's see if everything goes well. I should be able to get the data frame. There you go. So now getting the data frame of the ID, text, created as screen name, followers count, favorite count, retweet counts. So it's reading the data from the data that basically it's reading the data that are already in the topic. So if I put send a new data to the topic through the producer issue, now I put the new data as a new batch. So this is one of the data I have in ADFS. So if I just copy this one, see this slow. I'm running a lot of stuff on my system. So if I just copy that data and paste it into where is my producer? So this will be a new producer in my a new data in my producer. So I'm just going to send it into the topic. So issue, now issue, have a look, you see we get a new batch of data. I don't like the logs, so I'm going to get rid of them. I'll show you how you can get rid of it. So this is a new data that we just sent. that's a new batch. So that's it. That's how you stream data from Kafka using Spark Streaming. That's how you basically stream structured data. So I need to get rid of the log. So what I'll do is use spark context dot set log level. So I want to log the any error to the console if there is any error. If not, I don't want any stuff on the console error. So that should be okay. So that should do it. Also, I want to show you that if you have like I need to close this one. Yeah, I need to close it. So if you have a producer code that you write and you want to which basically stream data from API. For example, I have a code that stream data from Twitter API. Basically, it's a Twitter. It's stream tweet from Twitter. So I'm just gonna say so this is a tweet data. Let me just say this tweet data py. Just want to show you the code I write that stream data from Twitter API. So this is the code, and what it's doing here is just sending the data to the custom tweet topic. This is the topic name, custom tweet, and then this is the data it's sending. The data date. This is the data. So if I run this code and if I use Python 3 tweet, because the reason I'm using Python 3 is I wrote the producer using Python, so that's why I'm running it with Python. So if I run it now, and it should be able to, yeah, it's starting a Spark session. So I'm just going to stop this one. So here you can see that I set the log level here, right? So you can see that it's not outputting any log to the console. Okay, what I need to do is change the topic name to custom tweet. Custom tweet. So what this one, what the sorry, the data in the custom tweet right now is a live data coming live from Twitter. So if everything goes well, let me run the code. If everything goes well, it should be able to stream the live data. I could like write a console consumer to display the data, but that will take more time. So if everything goes well, it should stream the live data from Twitter. So this is just a Spark session log, so it's not the other logs that I don't. So let's see. So the first batch is this. Okay, so these are just the first batch of data, basically some data that were previously in the topic. So this is live data. You can see today is 28 and this time right now is starting 41. You can see it's streaming live data directly from Twitter, and this is the tweet that this person is tweeting. So if I expand it, you can read the tweet, but that will take the whole screen. So, and this person name is Luto CS. You can search the name of this guy on Twitter and see this tweet he recently just tweeted. What's his name? So this tweet here is guy just tweeted like 45 seconds ago. So that's how you tweet like a stream. That's how you stream live data, basically. Okay, yeah. That is it, guys. That is what I want to show you. I hope you understand the process I went through to, stream this structured data using Kafka and Spark Streaming. So if you have any question, let me know, and don't forget to leave a comment. I'll be making more videos as well on basically data engineering. Okay, that is it from me. Thank you and goodbye.